girls, so in this video we're going to talk about low catching. And low catching or low fielding is a little bit different to when we're fielding sort of in the outer ring or in the outfield, because we don't really move. Now close fielding, I'm talking about sort of slips, gully sort of area where we're always standing in the same place. We don't want to move too much far forward to where we are, because the ball is likely to come quickly at us. Okay, so basically with close fielding, we'll drop the ball for a minute. We're still making sure that our knees are bent, our feet are shoulder width apart, and we're standing nice and balanced, okay, on our toes. If we're standing on our toes or just slightly our weight to our toes, means we can bounce in any direction that we need to. If we're standing up, not very agile, it's a lot harder for us to get around, okay? So making sure we're bent, knees are bent, shoulder width apart, we're on the tips of our toes. Now with catching close in, we want to make sure our hands are nice and far ahead of us, so we can make sure we see the ball come into us as we catch the ball. So we're making sure, especially with close in catching, that our hands are together in a cup and our pinkies are overlapping. So that's really important. By making our pinkies overlap, it means that we're stopping that ball from going through our hands. If we're just cupped like that, if the ball has enough power in it and we're not got a very good cup, the ball could easily fall through our hands. But by overlapping our pinkies, okay, we're stopping that ball from getting through our hands. So making sure we've got our cup, okay, which is slightly ahead of us, okay. Fingers are pointing down, really important, and palms are facing forward. If our fingers are pointing towards the ball, where the ball's coming from, if that ball does hit our hands or our fingers, it is really going to hurt, isn't it? So, first what we're going to look at is low catching, and then we'll look at side catching from side to side. Okay, so we've got our position, okay, we're ready for the ball. Ball's coming towards us, okay, we're making sure our head's level and we're looking at the ball the whole time. If we look down, that's when we get into trouble. So making sure we're looking at the ball the whole time. Okay, we start further out and we watch the ball into our hands the whole time. Fingers pointing downwards, palms are out, we're watching the ball, we're watching the ball, we're watching the ball. Ball comes into our hands, ahead of our body, okay, and we watch the ball into our hands the whole time, okay? So we either take it down into our body like this or slightly to the side, okay? But watch my head. If I take the ball from out here and the ball comes into me, I'm looking at the ball the whole time, okay? So by the time we've caught the catch, your head should be pointing where the ball came from. Okay, so watching one more time, I'm catching the ball here, I'm bringing it into me, my head's facing down the whole time. Okay, so one more thing I want to talk about is soft hands. Girls, I know that catching can be quite overwhelming for a lot of girls because it can hurt. It is a hard ball, but if we use soft hands, girls, we're less likely to hurt ourselves. What I mean by soft hands is not connecting with the ball here. If we try and catch the ball here and don't give, or don't catch with soft hands, it's just going to go straight into us and it's just going to stop. And that's when it will hurt. However, by putting our hands in front of us, okay, and bringing the ball into us, we're going with the momentum of the ball. So we're slowing it down sort of gradually instead of making it come to a complete stop straight away. So that really will help us with not trying to hurt your hands, okay? So making sure that we are receiving the ball slightly ahead of us, okay, and bringing the ball into our body, okay? Making sure we're keeping our head looking at the ball the whole time. By the time we've caught the catch, our head's facing where the ball came from. One more time, girls. Knees bent, tips on our toes so we can move in any direction. Hands cupped with the pinkies overlapping, fingers pointing down, palms facing forward. Okay, we'll bring our hands just in front of us. We're heads level, eyes level, looking at the ball the whole time. As we take the ball, girls, ball comes into our hands before our body. Okay, we're watching the ball the whole time, bringing the ball into our body with soft hands. Okay, head's now pointing at the direction of the ball. Okay, so that's how we take close in catches from low. Now let's look at side on. When we look at side on, girls, we want to make sure we're in exactly the same position to start off with. So knees bent, tips of our toes. Okay, and when we're doing this, we want to try and get over to the line of the ball as much as we can. So if I'm fielding just over here so I can stay on the screen, we want to get as far over as we can to the ball, okay, to make it easier for ourselves. If we just go like this, makes it a lot harder. So that's why we're on the tips. If the ball comes slight out here, I can move over and I'm ready to take the ball. Okay? Now the main difference between catching on the sides compared to catching straight down or in front of us is that our fingers are going to be pointing sideways instead of straight down. Okay, so they're going to be pointing sideways, palms still facing forward. Okay, but everything else, girls, is exactly the same. Okay, so we're taking the ball slightly ahead of our body. Okay, I'll move over a little bit. slightly ahead of our body, watching the ball in the whole time, okay? And we're pulling the ball into our body. So nice soft hands, pulling the ball into our body. Head start straight again, okay? So head start straight, we're pulling the ball in, and we're looking at the ball the whole time. You see my eyes never come off that ball? Okay, so one more time, girls. Exactly the same, so we won't go over it as much as we did with the last one. Knees bent, shoulder width apart, tips of the toes, okay? Ball's coming, we're moving across as far as we can to get to the line of the ball, okay? We're stepping across, fingers pointing sideways, palms facing forward, okay? We're bringing the ball into us, we're watching the ball the whole time. Make sure you watch that ball the whole time and bring it into your body, okay? So start further out and bring it into your body. That will stop the ball from hitting your hands. Alright girls, that's how we do close and catching. Look at the manual, that'll help you. Any other questions, let me know. Otherwise girls, I will see you in the next video.